Okay, we are live now.
Good evening, everyone. I am Astha, your host for the evening. Ernest Hemingway has rightly said, "It is good to have an end to the journey, but it is the journey that matters in the end." The efforts and zeal of Team Protolith 2020 boils down to this very moment, and I welcome you all to the valedictory function of the extravaganza that Protolith 2020 is. Now, I will request Ms. Ananya, a talented student from the Department of Earth Sciences at IIT Bombay, to open the function with her mesmerizing voice.
शुभ्रवसनेतन तन कर वीणाधर हंस वाहिनी ज्ञानदायिनी हंस वाहिनी ज्ञानदायिनी निर्मल ज्योति भर दे शुभ्रवसनतन कर वीणाधर वीणा में है वास तुम्हारा शुभ गुण हो वर दास तुम्हारा वीणा में है वास तुम्हारा शुभ गुण हो वर दास तुम्हारा जन जन में संगीत सुधाकर अमृत रस भरते शुभ्रवसनतन कर वीणाधर गुणी जन कर ज्ञान तुम्हारा मंगलमय है ध्यान तुम्हारा गुणी जन कर कान तुम्हारा मंगलमय है ध्यान तुम्हारा मानव मन में पावनता की उज्ज्वल ज्योति भर दे शुभ्रवसनतन कर वीणाधर मातु शारद वरदे शुभ्रवसनतन कर वीणाधर
Thank you, Ananya. Now, I request Professor M. Radhakrishna to present the highlights of our technical symposium, Protolith 2020.
As Asta rightly pointed out, with divine blessings are there, every great beginning will end in a very excellent manner. So I am really happy that Protolith'20 online version of this new beginning is going to end in a great way with a lot of successful events. Then I'm really delighted to have our chief guest, Shri K. Vasudevan sir, to grace this occasion. And then most important thing is when we planned this Protolith event in March 2020, and in the last minute when it had to be cancelled, we all, the students so dejected and and then I never imagined that we could again in the same year we could conduct this Protolith with this dimension. Entire event took double the what the participation the anticipated during March 2020. So with this, I'm really happy to inform you that there are total 470 participants in the entire event spanning these 3 days, and one from 136 institutions across the country. We can see the geographical distribution of the Protolith'20. Next slide, please. From the all over India, we have a good imprint of Protolith different teams. Geographical distribution of Protolith also zone-wise we can just see. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have teams from all west, central, east, north, from every across the country. And then next slide, please. Yeah, so in the highlights of the Protolith'20 in a nutshell, we have organized 10 workshops from the department side. Both faculty and research scholars in all the labs have put in very great efforts, and then our students took a lot of pains to record these events for the purpose of the students, and then not only that, entire student research scholar mentor groups and technical teams in all these laboratories have worked around the clock to be online when these workshops are going on, and to conduct these sessions almost to have a live feel to the students. And then we have several debate events, and then different kinds of events. With this brief highlights, I thank Sri Vasudevan sir for gracing this occasion. And then most important salient aspect, I just forgot to mention that in these 3 days there are total 5 webinars. Out of this, you can see the viewers, total 8,500 views in these 3 days. For each of these webinars, minimum views were 1,000, but for JD Winters view itself, around 3,500 views have gone. So across India, we have sent it these YouTube links to many departments, and they are richly from their feedback. We could understand that everyone have enjoyed these webinars thoroughly. So with these few words, Astha, please continue.
Now, I will request our Chair Professor and Head of Department, Dr. Shantanu Banerjee, to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. K. Vasudevan.
It is my pleasure to to invite Mr. Vasudevan to be there in the concluding session. And Mr. Vasudevan is Executive Director, Basin Manager, Western Offshore Basin of ONGC, and he is very kind to us that he has accepted our offer. And in earlier occasions also, he has visited the department, and he is always helpful to the department activities related to petroleum exploration and production related courses and research. So without wasting time, I request Mr. Vasudevan to give his valedictory talk.
Before that, over to you, Asta.
Before we move on, I would like to introduce to audience and give a brief introduction to Mr. K. Vasudevan, who has graced this occasion today. And I thank you, sir. His personal achievements and accomplishment in the field of geology are beyond valuable. Beginning that he did his Masters of Sciences with distinction from University of Madras and his MBA from MDI Gurgaon and European School of Business, Paris. He is currently a basin manager heading the exploration activities in Western Offshore Basin, ONGC, Mumbai. He has been working with ONGC for 35 years in various capacities as field geologist, operations geologist, and exploration manager. He has, to his credit, 34 technical papers published and presented in international and national journals and conferences. He has co-authored a book titled Petrophysics and Rock Physics of Carbonate Reservoirs, Likely Elucidations and Way Forward, which was published in 2019. And I think that it is one of the most invaluable contributions on his part to our field. His contributions to upstream E&P industry in exploration and development of hydrocarbon resources in onshore and offshore basins in India are beyond valuable, and his significant hydrocarbon discoveries are to his name. He specializes in basin analysis, high-frequency sequence stratigraphy, and reservoir characterization. And that is the least to say that how much he has contributed in our field. Thank you so much, sir, for your contributions and as well as for gracing this occasion. Now, I will move on the program, and I would like to introduce our overall coordinator, Mr. Piyush Srivastava, and before that, I would like Mr. K. Vasudevan to address our audience and give a valedictory address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Asta. Respected Professor and Head of the Department of Earth Sciences, IIT Bombay, Professor Shantanu Banerjee, Professor Radhakrishna, the Coordinator of Protolith'20, Mr. Professor Srivastav, the faculty members and students of IIT Bombay who are present in this campus, and all those faculty members and students who are joining from reputed institutes across India, as shown by the earlier presentation, which is spread across the length and breadth of the country. Very good evening to you, and it is very heartening to participate in the valedictory function of such a professionally held virtual conference of Protolith'20. At the outset, I would like to thank Professor Banerjee and Professor Radhakrishna for inviting me to be part of this valedictory function and feel the positive vibes that this whole program has brought in. Secondly, I would like to congratulate the entire team, the conveners of Protolith'20, the Earth Science Association, IIT Bombay, all the students and faculty members who have worked tirelessly over this period to make this program such a roaring success over the past 3 days. I was told that there were very high quality guest speakers invited: Professor Winter, Professor Keller, Professor Shanmugam, and Professor Rawlinson. And I would really feel jealous about that I could not attend these lectures, because some of these professors whom I have always tried to emulate, like Professor Keller is an authority on Cretaceous geology, and her work on the Cretaceous of Trichinopoly is seminal. And Professor Shan Shanmugam, I have been a student of him for a brief about a week when he gave a workshop in ONGC for core analysis, and his works on the turbidites and the debris flow sequences across the world have got a long-reaching ramification, not just in the field of exploration, but in field of production, in the deep water production. Most of his depositional models are very useful in generating our reservoir models and preparing our stimulation programs for those reservoirs. So it is a great boon for all the participants in this event to have the opportunity to listen to these veterans in the field, and again request the conveners and organizers, if these speeches are available, please put them on YouTube, where it will be available for the public to view it and get benefited. Because it is already viewed by WebEx and YouTube streaming, I think there is no confidentiality or a copyright issue involved in this. So I request the conveners to put it on the YouTube so that larger dissemination of this valuable knowledge will go. When I was invited for this valedictory function, I was just thinking, what should I talk to? The thought that I will be again going back to my student friends, and then what they will be expecting in a valedictory function after 3 days of marathon sessions of technical discussions, guest invited speakers sessions. Then I was told that there was a very high quality quiz competition that was held. Poster sessions were there on various technical topics. What could be a relevant theme on which the valedictory function guest speaker can delve into? So I thought that I will brief all my young audience who are listening to this valedictory function about your future. That is what, after all, we are talking about. We don't produce students, we produce future professionals. So there is a question in the minds of most of the students who are graduating in the Earth Sciences stream about their future. What is there in store for me? The first thing is that there is a general feeling that all the Earth Sciences, most of the Earth Science students will go eventually into the energy industry, like the conventional energy industry, fossil fuel industry. Being a person who has got more than 3.5 years of experience in a hardcore E&P environment with a basic geology understanding, what I feel is that the geoscience is the backbone of future economy. Not just Indian economy, I'm telling future global economy, be it securing the future energy resources, be it the question of global warming, looking for renewable resources, looking for the areas where non-conventional form of resources will come in. After all, you need energy to drive the growth engine of economy. As you all know, in the year 2019, the energy sector, including the conventional fossil fuel sector, has generated a revenue of 1.8 trillion US dollars, and it employs more than 4 million people across different streams. And in these streams, the core personnel or the GNG personnel, the reservoir engineers, the production engineers, the safety engineers, the drillers, the whole gamut of multidisciplinary skills are required. But as far as the future is concerned, there is a question that in the advent of all the concerns about the global climatic changes that is happening, rise in temperature to 3 degrees, and the attendant urgency in reducing the carbon emission, whether the fossil fuel industry, including oil, gas and coal, will take the backseat. I want to assure all the students who are practicing or who are learning the geosciences in various universities, that the contribution of conventional fossil fuels to the energy mix, the global energy mix, is continuing to dominate to the tune of up to 60%, meaning that oil, gas and coal will be the dominant source of energy till the year 2050. Yes, the renewables are coming in a very fast way, but if you see the rate of change from conventional fossil fuels to gradually towards the renewables, in the last 3 years, the compounded annual growth rate of the renewable energy is just around 5%, meaning that in another 20 years also, the renewables will be there, renewables will be gradually increasing their contribution to the energy mix, but primarily oil and gas. Of course, there will be some reduction on the coal because of the carbon emission norms. Oil and gas are going to dominate the global energy mix, and the people who are practicing geosciences majorly will be mostly absorbed in this industry. And in terms of remuneration, you all know globally for the geoscientists, the most remunerative stream is oil and gas sector. So that is the first point of hope that I want to give to all of you, that there is a great future for all of you graduating in earth sciences, but the opportunities are not just limited to the conventional fossil fuel industry. There are so many non-conventional applications of geosciences, more and more, like geothermal energy is coming up, even in the renewable energy part, wind and solar energy, there most of the geoscientists are getting absorbed. So the opportunities are very much there, but as you graduate from all these reputed institutes, what are the attributes that you should possess to be industry worthy? That is the most important point that you should focus on. To be industry worthy, what I would put my emphasis on is to refocus your academics. Most of the academics, most of the curriculum that we are having are focused on the early 2000s or the late 90s technology and the understanding. But the science and technology in the energy sector is developing leaps and bounds, and all those latest developments, cutting edge technologies, even the concepts that have come in the last 10 years are revolutionizing the understanding. So those things need to be inbuilt into the curriculum. Students should be more focused towards getting industry worthy when they pass out after 5 years, whether they can be directly absorbed into the industry. As you all must have heard that in the past 5 to 10 years, there is a global great crew change that is happening. What does it mean? It means that the knowledgeable, experienced people in the oil industry are all aging. The average age of the global oil industry was 50 plus, and most of these people are going to retire or retiring in this 5 to 10 years span. There is a big vacuum that is going to be created for skilled employees, managers, and top management level also. So these vacancies will have to be absorbed by these young talent which is coming out of the universities. What I would like to say is that for students specifically, when I said that the curriculum needs to be refocused to make the students industry ready, what the students should focus on? The student should focus that when you are learning something, you are getting the knowledge from the universities, from the institutes. But when you come out, when you go into an industry environment, you need the skills. So the transition from knowledge to skills is very, very important. The faster you go into the transition, the earlier you convert your knowledge into workable skills in any which of domain you can say. that even within geosciences there are highly specialized streams, because I would always say that the geosciences stream is as highly specialized as the medical industry now. Super specialization is required to be successful. So my point is that students should focus on acquiring skills. Maybe in the 4th and 5th year of your postgraduate, you should focus more on acquiring skills. So from a student, from a qualified professional, you have to transit by acquiring skills. So if this skill acquisition can be facilitated within the university campus curriculum itself, that will be a great opportunity for the students, and it will be a great service for the industry, so that the people who are the students who are coming out of the universities can readily come and start delivering at the industry level. So first is knowledge, second is skill, and I don't stop at skill. Skill is required to enter into the profession, but what will take you to the top is attitude. So each student should have that attitude. I would say, in terms of simple language, passion. You should have passion for your profession. That passion should be developed. You should inculcate that passion in whatever you are doing, whatever you are specializing, right from the early age, that this is my passion, and that will reflect in your attitude towards work. So once you have the requisite knowledge, once you develop your requisite skills and build in your attitude, you will be a winner in the industry. Again, I would like to say that within the conventional energy sector, there are a lot of jobs that are getting generated. Even in the National Oil Company, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, with which I am associated, we have been recruiting best of best students from these top institutes on campus basis. In the last 5 years, every year, year on year, we are recruiting up to 1,000 graduate trainees. The basic requirement is you should have completed your GATE, and you should have a good GATE score for cutoff. So, unlike other industries, if you want to compare the other industries that, for example, a BTech computer science professional passing out, the average cost to company that they are getting at the campus level varies anything between 5 to 10 lakhs rupees, Indian rupees. But if you get an appointment in ONGC as a graduate training in any stream, be it geology, geophysics, petrophysics, reservoir drilling, your cost to company is, minimum cost to company is 22 lakh rupees at the entry level. So today, the job market is such that the oil sector is the most remunerative. Although many of these students may still feel that oil profession is kind of blue collar, no, you have to be in the field, you have to be in the tough regimes, but that is not a blue collar job. It is intellectually rewarding, intellectually stimulating, and financially rewarding also. And coming back to this Protolith'20, I want to conclude by saying that it is a great initiative which has met with a roaring success, and once again I congratulate the conveners for conducting this program, and on behalf of the entire convening committee, I wish the best of future to all the student members who are attending this one. Jai Hind. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words of appreciation for our team, as well as highlighting the future advancements and the opportunities that are about to come up in the field of geology and related disciplines. And now, let me present before the audience our overall coordinator of Protolith 2020, Mr. Piyush Srivastava. He is a PhD third-year student here at Department of Earth Sciences, IIT Bombay, and he has led the team effortlessly and made the event a mega success. So the time has come for which you all have been waiting for desperately. So sit tight, hold your breath. He is about to announce the names of the winners.
Yeah. So thank you, Astha. And really, this is the end of this 3 days tireless event where we have worked hard and our team has performed quite well. And this is really the time when first I'll start thanking a lot of person who has worked at the background and has created this event, who helped me in managing this event and who really worked with me whole day, whole night. So before that, I would like to thank our chief guest, Sri K. Vasudevan, who has come and who is here to materialize the abstract we had in our mind to end this session. So there are a lot of people whom I have planned to say thanks because without them it was not possible to organize this event, the successful event with 500 plus participation. I'll start with one of our faculty and our head of department, Professor Santanu Banerjee, who is so student friendly that we do not hesitate to talk about any of our problem what we faced during the event. And he was somebody who 2 months back had asked me to just take a look into the feasibility of organizing such kind of event in online mode. Our earlier team in March had worked hard. They were almost ready to launch the same kind of platform in live mode, but due to COVID, they could not do. But the zeal, the motivation Banerjee sir had given me really enthused me to check whether I can organize this or not. With him, our faculty in charge of Protolith', Professor M. Radhakrishna sir, worked a lot, helped a lot, and he also stood every time whenever I wanted him. And he helped like a student. He always stood behind me, and whatever I wanted to discuss with him, he came and suggested me. And at last, what I'll say about him is he is that pillar which is binding the whole Protolith building, what we have created in this 3 days. And the person who is always behind me, my guide, Professor George Matthews. Without his support, I could not have done anything. He always supported me, whatever initiative I wanted to take. And apart from these 4 persons, our chief guest, HOD, faculty in charge and guide, my team, without whom it would have not been possible to organize Protolith'. Whenever I wanted them, they stood behind me. Whether it was 2 in night, those students who are there at home, they also stood with me. Whenever I called them in night, they were ready to work with me. My video editing team, my web team, all MSc first year students are actually leading the web team. And this is quite interesting for us that such kind of students are now coming in the geology field. We should wait for the future of the geology because these people are now in the field. So web team, video editing team, our PR team. I must say something about PR team because I had recruited few people for data analysis, but I took them to work for the PR team, and they did not say anything because they understood the delicacy of the situation and they took very good stand and work for me. So thanks to the PR team. I would like to tell one name, a very interesting person in our campus, Mr. Teklal, MSc geophysics student. He usually called me in night and he used to say, "Bhaiya, I could not eat whole day and I am feeling like vomiting, but I will work for you." So thanks to Teklal, the very funny moment he used to create every day for me after working a lot whole day. And the most important persons of this event, our speakers, Professor J.D. Winter, Professor Gerta Keller, Professor Hawk Rawlinson, and our own alumni, Professor Shanmugam and Professor R. Shankar. I would like to thank them also who had accepted our invitation to become a speaker and to become a part of this webinar series. Not only these people, the faculties of our department who worked or who become part of Protolith' as a judges, I would like to thank them also. I'll list the list of the judges. So Professor Malay Mukul, Professor Santanu Banerjee, Professor Chandrasekhar, Professor S.C. Patel. Thanks to all of you for being the judge of e-poster presentation. And Professor Prabhakar Naraga, Professor Sudipta Dasgupta sir, Professor Shakti Ramanan sir, and Professor Anand Singh sir. Thanks for becoming the judge of Crosscut event, the debate competition. People really like the comment you had given. I would like to share those comments very soon, within 2-3 days, in form of a video or in form of a magazine, which we will be releasing soon. The event 3MT, which was quite interesting for us, and I remember Professor Vikram Misal sir last year wanted to have in our department, and I'm happy that I was able to organize this event this time in Protolith'. So Professor Vikram Misal sir and Professor Janvi Punekar ma'am, these two professors are very close to us because they are very friendly. I remember Janvi ma'am, when she saw us working whole night on 29th, she came with a mug of coffee and she served us. Thanks to you, ma'am. And the day when, on the first day when our site was quite, the site was not working properly, few people were blaming on us, the few participants. Then Professor Vikram Misal sir had supported us to stand again and manage the things. And I'm happy that our team solved that issue very soon and we did quite well in next 3 days. So thanks to Professor Vikram Misal sir and Professor Janvi ma'am. Then the team of professor for Improviso, that was an extempo event. Professor Professor Prabhakar Naraga sir, Professor Bharat Sekhar sir, and Professor Anand Singh. So they have also given very good comments to the to the participants who were trying for who were fighting or who were participating in Improviso. They have also written us the feedbacks for the professors. We will say that too very soon. And Professor George Matthew, Professor Kanchan Pandey, and Professor Bharat Sekhar, who were judged in case study and Sattarath event. Thanks to you also, sir. And again, Professor Naraga and Professor Anand sir for miniatures. So this was the list of judges, faculties from our department, and there were a lot of other faculties also who were helping us in the background. I would like to thank them also. Then after this list, the people who were really helping us in organizing the event, which is very close to the faculty in charge of Protolith', Professor MR sir, the event was workshop. It was very tough for us to organize workshop in online mode because the way we used to organize earlier was we used to divide student slots. The number of students used to be 10 to 12 in one slot, and we used to take them in the lab, and the exhibition and demonstration, theory, explanation, everything was being done by the experts present in the lab. But this time it was very tough to organize. But we tried hard. Our videography team, they shooted videos while explaining the instrument by the experts. There were a lot of glitches also. There were few good professors who had explained well, but we could not record that video. I'm really sorry for them, but we have tried to create title of, you can say subtitle of those videos where voice is not clear. Our team has created subtitles. We are trying to, we had tried, our team had tried well to compensate those issues also. The experts who were explaining the doubts of the students or participants during the workshop session, as we had recorded this video, we were sharing the unlisted private videos during our event. So the experts who from our department, I would like to thank them also. I take few names. Dr. Silpa ma'am, who was there to answer the questions for SEM and Raman. Thanks to you, ma'am. Dr. Trupti ma'am, who were there to answer the questions for XRD. Miss Preeti Rai, who was there for Fission Track Lab. Mr. Sai, who was there for Argon Lab. Mr. Sumit, Miss Tanupriya, both for Rockwell Paralysis and GCMS Lab. Mr. Lokesh, our alumni, who was answering for the questions on seismic data processing. Miss Gautami for Seismology Lab. Mr. Javed for EPMA Lab, and Miss Poonam for XRF. So this was a big team from our department who are working for us. These are some PhD students, some lab assistant, and few senior lab assistant. So thanks to all of them. Now the time has come to declare the result. I'm sure the participants are sitting there at home and watching YouTube live video of this session, and they are really excited to know the results. But before that, I would like to quote few things that this was actually a technical symposium. There were a lot of games, there were a lot of competitions, but before that, since the time of result has come, before that, we have to take care of something in our mind, that the result is not going to tell how competent you were about that event. This is something which just happened within 2-3 minutes, within half an hour, or within 1 hour. So this does not mean you do not deserve anything. So just take this as a learning phase, or just listen one word or one quote I would like to say here, which Pierre de Coubertin, the father of modern Olympic, had said, that taking part in any competition is more important than winning, because winning is some aspect which will surely happen, but participation is something where you will have to decide. So that's what something you have to take step in. So you have taken step, you have participated, that's where your contribution belongs. So result is something which has to be declared, but this is not going to decide something about you. So there will be some contradictions, there will be some confusion. I'm sure after declaring the result, we will be getting a lot of mails, but I request you all to just enjoy the event, whatever we had given you, and let's just end it in the way we wanted. So I'll share my screen and I'll publish the results one by one. So is my screen visible to? Yeah. Yeah. So for live on-stage events, 3MT. First prize goes to Monica Chakravarti, Devgiri College, Aurangabad. Congratulations to Monica. Second prize, Sania James, University of Kerala, and third prize, R. Saranya, University of Kerala. Congratulations to all of them. The second prize, second event, Inquisitive. Inquisitive was some event which has been liked by all the audiences. We were going live for this event, and winner is Team Katsia. I think I have pronounced right. Okay, so fine. So for Inquisitive event, the winner team is Team Katsisia, Nivedita Pandey, Somasri Mohapatra, Nikita Gupta from IIT Kharagpur. Second prize goes to Team Raptors, Subhadeep Roy, Ayush Chowdhury, and Saurajit Saha from Presidency College. And the second runner-up is Team Calypso, Prasoon Datta, Sampurna Tiwari, Devabrat Sandra from ISM Dhanbad. Then for the crosscut, the winners are Abir Banerjee from NIT Durgapur, Samiksha Das Rupayan Singh from ISM Dhanbad, Aditya K. Pandey, Sivan Singh from BHU, and Sonali Das from Kalikot Autonomous College. So there are 4 winners because there were 4 topics and all are winners. Then the last event of in the class of live on stage events, Improviso, the winner is Madhumita Jana from IIT ISM Dhanbad, and runner-up is Ishwar Kumar Arakala from Bhavan's New Science College. Now exhibition-based competition. E-poster presentation, the winner is Janardhanan PA from Banaras Hindu University, and runner-up is Abhiraj Bordoloi. For Sutter Earth event, winner is Anirban Kumar Mandal from Presidency University, and runner-up is Soumyadeep Bose from Jadavpur University. For miniature art, there were two classes in which we wanted to declare the result, the winner. So the first class was most popular model. So that was decided on the basis of the likes collected from the Facebook. Although we have taken enough care of checking the auto liker, but we could not find any auto like kind of activity in this event. So we are publishing the result of miniature. So most popular model goes to Team GeoExplorer, which consists of Abir Banerjee, Akanksha Sunil Borkar, Shashank Mahapatra from NIT Durgapur. Then most scientific model, Team GeoExplorer. Abir Banerjee, the same team has also received the most scientific model also. Congratulations to the team. Then brainstorming competitions. Yeah. So before that, just one announcement I want to make. The Saturday in Saturday, the only we have given name of winners and runner-up from in the class of scientific models, scientific pictures, not the popular. The description about that will be written in the on the website, and we will publish why we are not disclosing the result of most popular picture in Saturday competition. So the brainstorming competition Redzilla. Winner is Asarya Mohan, Banaras Hindu University. Runner-up Akshay T, IIT License Dhanbad. Then in event word section, there 2 days this event was organized. The day one, the winner team was consist of Megha Mahapatra, Pamela Datta, Devsmita Chaki from Jadavpur University, and day two winners are Nisika Kashyap, Divya Beknalkar from IIT ISM Dhanbad. Now, Game of Stones. The first prize goes to Team Amethyst, Swatik Boricha, Saili Patil, and Pon Gayatri from St. Xavier's College, Mumbai. And second prize goes to Team Metastable, Ritvik Sen, Awa Sengupta, and Aniket Das from IIT Kharagpur. And third prize goes to Team Incredible Geomes, Anisa Ghosh from Jadavpur University. Then Pirates of Protolith'. First prize goes to Team Mahamana Express, IIT ISM Dhanbad. Second prize Team We Lost Tonight, Jadavpur University. And third prize Team Tetrahedron from Presidency University. So this is what we wanted to declare as a result. Now I will hand over to Astha.
Thank you so much, Piyush, for introducing us to the winners. Now, I will go back to Professor M. Radhakrishna once again to bring to the audience's notice the faces who have been working day and night, not just for past 3 days, but for past 2 months to realize this big event. Over to you, sir.
See, the last 3 days is it's like a marathon for everyone, and entire team was not sleeping all these 3 days in the night, and tirelessly they have been working last 1.5 month ever since we planned this Protolith event. And then I must make a special mention here about the overall coordinator of this team, the Piyush Srivastava. I have not seen a person who can manage the entire show with the zeal and 100% technical competence. See, I just would like to give complete credit to him for the webinars. To tell you frankly, he only came out with these names, and then his effort towards the webinars is something amazing. And then really congratulate you for and thank from the department, Piyush, you have done a great job. Coming to, there are in such a most difficult thing that I faced here is never, no, see, in the 2015, 2017, no, we organized the Protolith, but no, entire team, and we had no, a number of no, meetings. Not only that, no, face to face, we know every bit of it, and though the other infrastructure organization was not there in this time, but the most challenging things are multi-fold in this particular event. Okay, so taking entire the credit to this team. The next team, please. Yeah, this verbal technical team manager, Ashwini Kumar, you have done a wonderful job with the help of your team members. This is, I think, the first year students with so much of knowledge of the computer applications and preparing and taking inputs from our some of our alumni who are in very good in these areas, and then as well as they have put in a great amount of effort to make the entire organization organizing the event very successful. Next thing is that content writing and creation. Though we had given our inputs here and there, but the basic work and then no amount of the writing and then posting on the website, because in such an event, most important thing is all participants have to be properly communicated through these writings only. These two people have done an amazing job. Kudos to both Asta and Shubham. Next is that they're with their team members. Okay. So next team is design team has. So I can't really imagine how much of effort people have put in entire the managing the entire event. Basically, what happens is for conducting this event, proper planning and how we like to do each of these. Main challenge is on the entire team was facing. Piyush used to tell me is so how to convert these many of the competitions into online mode. That's where both Kanchan and Pratya and their team members, please. All the team members have worked towards their success. Okay, and then come this as Piyush made a special mention for this public relations team, because the getting the all the throughout across the country, different various departments participation as well as through the communications and dialogues, and then they also tried to do the retail marketing, but we just did not intentionally go into the marketing way, because our intention was to organize the event very successfully. Even so, because time was also very less. So though we approached many industry people in the previous versions of the Protolith, but the public relation team did a wonderful job. Moini and Srija and their team members. Okay, so yeah, and they see, because they used to come out with a lot of statistics, because whatever you are seeing is only one part of it. See, entire thing is in the background. Facebook, Instagram, and then department the outreach. Okay, for to communicate with the outside people is very challenging. And one thing to mention is all these team members, out of all this entire team, only a very fraction of people only on the campus. So rest all sitting at their home and then managing is something, a few people who are sitting here, they have been doing wonderful job. So, you ask that? Yeah. So this, video editing, one thing is that, the taking for all the workshops. Not only that, for demo stones, even, the recording of the samples and then the complete, taking videos for all these things and editing and bringing them to a capsule mode, because all these workshops we did, though we made it 1.5 hour, finally it turned out to be, 1 hour events, and then this team, successfully could carry out, these tasks. Extra stuff. So I told you the marketing team though had in this because because normally what happened is in the previous versions the marketing team had other roles to for managing the finances, to writing to different organizations and coaching. So but they still have put a lot of efforts, and then they have managed the finances, and then some of the agencies have also helped us, and they've done their good job. So with this, I think yeah. Finally, so today, I was going through the quiz, the way Tanu organized, and then Prakhar was doing the other events, one of these events. So all of you have done wonderful job. Kudos to entire event management team. And I think with this online mode, all of us have learned one thing, that under any circumstances, given challenges, human will try to survive in their own way and to success. You have achieved that, and you have proved that it is possible. Okay, so you made the Protolith'20 a great success, and I, on behalf of the Department of Earth Sciences, I really, thank all of you for putting your valuable time and effort and the ideas. I conclude this with this.
Thank you, sir. One of the persons among us is yet left to be thanked for his efforts and for making the times merrier for the team while we were working together day and night. Mr. Shrikant, he is our system admin in the department. For him, this all could not have been possible. So we thank you, Shrikant Lala. Thank you so much.
Shrikant is always there. I think if I have not mentioned it, I am really will be at fault, because this gentleman not only on Saturday, Sunday, even night also he comes and takes special effort. He is always with the students. Not only that, see 4 or 5 places he manages. Every time we see him going running and into other rooms and organizing the entire event. So he is always there for any of the events, and then this event, I should I have mentioned especially his name. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So now we have one small video which has the highlights of event which has happened. So I'll request Pragya to share the screen.
What a beautiful compilation, I would say, of memories and the hard work. Now, we would like to take your leave, and I thank everyone and I congratulate everyone on behalf of our team for putting up such a great show of extravaganza and the team spirit. Thank you.